What are you looking for? Where are you going?
The stadium, I think is what the guard mentioned.
Yeah, so you remember walking down from Tuluris to the Breath of Ormond on the first day, passing by a fairly large stadium, and you presume that's what she was talking about.
Okay. That's where he's going.
Okay. So you walk there. You arrive on the sort of northwest side of the stadium. It's, so far as you can tell from where you're standing, it appears to be circular. Basically a large circular coliseum, as it were, made primarily of, from where you're standing, stone and other sort of not like a stone, maybe some marble building materials on the outside. You can see from where you are, there's one entrance near you, pretty decent, like archway-sized thing, with a double doors.
Excuse me. Derek's gonna walk up to the doors and like try to open them, see if it's locked or not.
You walk up to them, and these doors appear to be locked.
Is there any like ticket booth type small building thing?
You don't see a ticket booth nearby, but you also know this is a pretty large building, and this doesn't appear to be a main entrance.
Ah, okay. He's gonna like walk around the building to see if he can find an entrance that is open.
It takes you 5 or 6 minutes, and you get around to the south side of the building. Well, 3 or 4 minutes, I guess, and you get around to the south side of the building, and you see just an archway. No doors, just an open archway that leads into a lit short tunnel, which then opens out into a broader room with a desk in it, and a silver dragonborn sitting behind it.
Derek will walk in and right before the doorway to get in, he'll tap on the stone, even though it's not going to really do much.
Yes, come in!
Like a bell at a hotel. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. He walks in kind of getting a see of the room, and then looks at the Dragonborn and goes, I was directed to here because I was told by a guard that you might be able to help me set up something to practice archery.
You looking for archery training? We can probably help with that. If our archery courses are inside the stadium, it'll cost you about 3 gold to rent equipment for 2 hours.
I've got my own equipment, if that helps.
You have targets.
Archery 101.
I don't have targets. I have a bow and arrow. I have my bow.
That's fine. The targets are the equipment I'm referring to.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I can do that.
Very well. That'll be 3 gold for 2 hours.
He'll work over 3 gold.
Thank you. Head right in this way. And she gestures at the door, a little ways behind her.
He goes in.
Okay.
Kind of still looking around to get the lay of the room and stuff.
So you go in and open this door, and this actually appears to be a tunnel, not a room. And as you walk through it a ways, you come out into the stadium, like the ground area of the stadium, where there's turf on the ground primarily, though there is some patches of dirt in a few places. You're not sure if it's wear and tear or for some other purpose. You're not really certain. There is also, you see now, after you get out there for a minute or so, you see a couple of individuals run out from another gate, and and begin setting up a few targets on the other side of the stadium from where you're standing. And this interior section is about 500 or so feet. It's a circle about 500 or so feet in diameter.
Okay. When they set up the targets, do they just like leave?
Yep. Set them up and then leave.
So it's just him and the targets?
Yep.
Derek's gonna like just. I'm not gonna like RP this whole thing, but like throughout the 2 hours, he's gonna like practice taking like just normal dead aim type shots, maybe like running, and then some like running, rolling, fixing stance, and shooting, just perfecting.
Cool. Sounds good. While that's all happening, you guys have been hanging out by near the bridge to the central district in the God's Court, just sort of existing for a while. About 2 hours after the guards came in, and they've since returned by themselves, and they informed you that Lieutenant Arilex was not in at the moment, but they were informed by some others that she should be back in an hour and a half or so.
Okay, that was a test.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
Good.
that's why I was testing, because the last time we got that notification, Roll20 went down completely.
Did you guys get it? Because I didn't.
I
It
didn't.
was just I didn't get it.
I think it's just me. Did that roll show up for everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
John said that
Okay.
you got it too.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I think it's just
I
me.
did.
I was doing it just in case, because if BB got that, then we might eventually get that. So I was just testing.
Fucking thanks, Sastel.
All right.
Okay,
Anyway.
so those guys took like 2 hours to come back, and she's still not here?
So the,
Oh, they
no.
came back immediately, and
They
okay.
came back pretty quick. It was about half an hour or so after that they came back. They said that when they were there, someone else told them that Lieutenant Arilex was expected to be back in approximately an hour and a half.
Gotcha.
About 2 hours after that, you see over the bridge a black dragonborn in the same black and gold uniform approaching. And as she gets closer, you can see that this is indeed Lieutenant Arilex.
Hi, Lieutenant.
Hello. Norin, was it?
It is.
Excellent. It's good to see you all again. I hear that you're here to inquire about the progress being made into the papers that you sent me, as well to inform me of a undead threat.
I wouldn't call it a threat so much as a minor incursion that was then dealt with, and then
Why are you
we
here?
infuriated several people, and
No,
then
the weird
someone go
tunnels
down
under
into
there.
the crypt because there's
Yes.
some weird ass tunnels.
The catacombs. Tunnels of the north, yes?
Not those kind of tunnels. There's the kind that were dug by, unless he's gonna go over the edge of the bridge. Zard, what was that thing that the tunnels had? You need to come above the water.
Yes,
shit.
Zarn's back up on the bridge. So he's gonna explain to her that it was. Oh my god, I'm blanking on the name.
I know, I'm totally.
It was an
totally
onkeg.
lost on it.
Yeah, an onkeg. Like,
Thank
so
you.
you say like we found tunnels in the catacombs that looked like they were burrowed and they looked fresh. And we went a little bit down, but like it definitely looks like it was made from one, possibly more of those giant onkeg beetle things. So we just got the hell out of there, and we figured that if maybe it was an accident that they found the catacombs, but if not, we wanted to let you know.
Good to know.
On top of that,
Can you tell me a little bit? So you went into the catacombs themselves and found this tunnel that appears to be dug by an onkeg?
we
Yes.
did.
Very well. I applaud your balls, as it were. So, and
That's
with
a
that
valid-
note, yeah, I try to be straightforward about these things. In any case, so you made your way down into the catacombs, found these tunnels, came out, and waited to come inform the guard, I assume?
Yes. We stayed there
Very well.
overnight to see if anything came out first, and then we came here.
Very well.
We don't make
We've heard
easy
reports of...
actions.
Yes, well, yesterday. It's a rare occasion. For the other 364 days of the year, we're pretty much round the clock.
I wanted to kill stuff.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it one bit. In any case, you're not the first people that we've heard this from. There have been others here. Not here, but others who have come to the guard this morning with the same issues. One woman who claims to have been knocked unconscious and saved by a group of enters, particularly one blue man in heavy armor. And she nods at you, Zarn. And as well, a group of 2 or 3 employees of the Seven Islands Mortuary who have heard the same complaints and wished for guard protection.
Yeah, we ran into the owner whose name I'm blanking
Galitaia?
again because, oh my god, why can I not remember names? Yes,
Is it
that
Galitaia?
sounds right. Yes,
Yes.
she was a very...
Not early in the
very pleasant
morning. Was
woman.
it this morning?
Yes, it was.
I'm sure that was a great time.
It was more pleasant than you would think.
I'm surprised. Don't tell her I said that. Or anyone else. In any case,
She covered up that.
she nods at a couple of the guards. Come with us. And the 2 that she nods at sort of pick up their shields and pikes and follow her and sort of stand behind her. Let's go to the location where you were, the mausoleum. I would like to set up a perimeter and perhaps at least get a guard set up. While we walk, I'll talk to you about your papers.
That sounds a good plan.
So as you guys walk over through the guards' court, she discusses that she was going to take care of it herself, but because of this undead thing, which seems a little more pressing, she sent a few other guards to check on each of the people whose names you were given by Captain Kimte. Obviously there's no progress back on it. They just went out this morning, but there is work being done.
It's reasonable. Just while we're walking, I'm gonna look for any kind of like really tall poles or anything like that. Anything that's like a long straight line, and I'm gonna try and light the end of it blue, just to try and get Garrick's attention.
You see a few like spires on top of temples and stuff.
I'm not gonna be able to reach that far.
You don't really see any like poles just hanging out.
That's a shame. There's never a pole when you need one. I'm gonna look to the nearest like messenger type cleric, or preferably cleric of something who looks like he's trying to be a nice guy. I go, hey, can you do me a favor? There's an arena over on Aerith Island, something like that. We have a buddy working in there. You'll see him pretty quick. He's covered in blue. Can you tell him we're going back to the mausoleum?
I'm in the middle of running errands for my order at the moment.
If I donate 20 gold to the temple, will you do that?
Roll persuasion.
Shit.
Plus 20 for the 20 gold.
I'm afraid, as much as we would appreciate your donation, I really can't spare the time.
What about 20 gold and this manticore tooth?
I have no particular interest or use for such a thing.
Well, then you're not creative. Thank you anyway. Here's a
What was
gold
that about
tooth.
not being assholes?
I'm giving him money. I'm gonna hand him 2
And then
gold.
insulting him and his creativity.
You're not there.
1 gold is to make up for insulting him and calling him an asshole. The other one is because I'm trying to be a nice guy.